Today we're going to be doing intermediate. I'm going to show you traditional grip and I'm going to show you hand. This is Clayton Skinner. Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Beat. Hey there, this is Clayton Skinner. In this episode, I'm going to teach you how to do a double stroke roll. Before I teach you how to do a double stroke roll, I'm first going to teach you how to bounce your sticks. Now this could be tricky if you're not used to this or if you've never done it before. I'm going to teach you this in match grip as well as traditional grip. The first one we're going to do is we're going to do match grip. So the way you hold your stick for match grip when you're playing a single stroke roll is the same way that you're going to hold it for a double stroke roll. The only difference here is that you have to allow the stick to bounce on its own. So you're going to hold the stick between your thumb and your index finger. Exact same spot as before. The first step in learning how to bounce is allowing the stick to bounce freely all by itself. First, you're going to hold the stick up in a straight line pointing right at the roof. And then you're going to allow the stick to fall onto the drum head. You'll notice that the stick bounces. Allow the stick to bounce all the way until it's finished bouncing. Pick it back up again, and then complete the process. You want to keep doing this until you feel comfortable. Another thing you can do is experiment with the tension of your fingers. Remember, the tighter that you hold the stick, the faster it bounces. So if you hold the stick really loose, it bounces slowly. If you hold the stick tight, it bounces fast. Keep experimenting with this. Another point is you also want to make sure that your hand is not moving once you throw the stick down. If you notice here, when I throw it down, the stick is the only thing that's moving. My hand does not move. Another tip that you can use is to actually hold your pinkies out. Now, this is something that you're going to have to learn not to do later, so if you can get away without doing this, it might benefit you later in the long run. Just like match grip, traditional grip is going to be held the same for the single stroke as well. Remember, you're holding the stick between the fleshy part of your thumb and your index finger. To begin the free bounce in traditional grip, it's going to be held a little bit differently than you held it with the single stroke, just for now. You're going to hold it with your hand open completely. The stick is still going to be between your thumb and index finger. This way, we get a proper turn of the wrist, and it's going to allow the stick to bounce freely. And you're going to allow it to bounce freely until it stops, and then you're going to pick it back up again, and you're going to repeat the process, just like you did with match grip. When you feel comfortable with this, you can then close your fingers around the stick and continue on. So like I said before with match grip, the tighter you hold the stick, the faster it's going to bounce. So if you hold it loose, it'll bounce slow. And if you hold it tight, it'll bounce fast. So again, experiment with these like you did with the other ones. See if you can control them. Now we're going to learn how to bounce them in twos. I mean, after all, that is what a double stroke is. A single stroke roll is when you played each of the hands once each. So basically right, left, right, left, right, left. Or if you're left-handed, just reverse that. Left, right, left, right, left, right. With a double stroke roll, you're going to hit twice with each hand. So it'll be like right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. If you're left hand, just reverse that. First, we're going to start with match grip. Now you're going to throw the stick down the same way you did as you were allowing it to bounce freely. Only this time, you're going to catch the stick after it bounces twice. Now again, experiment with the tension of your fingers. Work on possibly bouncing twice fast and then twice slow. See if you can do this. For traditional grip, we're going to do the same thing as before. Just allow the stick to bounce twice on its own. Remember the tension. Try bouncing 2 quick ones and then 2 slow ones. When you put the two together, you want to make sure that they flow evenly. Remember, if you're playing 16th notes, you want to make sure that it sounds like they're 1 En, 2 En, So it's got to be continuous and it's got to be smooth. A way that you could do this is every time that you bounce twice, you recite mama, papa, mama, papa, mama, papa. I know it sounds lame, but it actually does work. So here's a few exercises that you can work on once you're comfortable with bouncing in twos. Now this first exercise, it's going to start with a very, very slow double stroke pattern. You're then going to gradually pick up speed until you get to your highest point where you can play comfortably and where it actually sounds like a double stroke. You're going to hold it for a few seconds and then you're going to bring it down till the tempo that you started with. This next exercise will help even out your double strokes. Now we're going to start by playing a bar of 8th note singles. You're then going to transition into a bar of 16th note doubles. Now the double stroke or the bounce is what gives you the 16th note feel. So technically your hands don't change speed. So remember, a bar of 8s, singles, a bar of 16ths doubles. And then you're going to repeat this process over and over and over again. And here's with it repeated. Remember, when you're practicing this stuff, you want to make sure that you take it slowly. This is not going to come overnight. This could take you weeks or it could take you months to develop. So I'm going to leave you on that note. For Clayton Skinner and Beyond the Beat, see you next time.